What time are you going to be coming home? Did you forget it's a special day today? It's Choco's birthday.
I'm really sorry. I'm going to be late today. In fact, I won't be coming home at all.
Have you got to go out for a drink with work? You didn't tell me anything about that. I thought you were going to come home on time like you always do. If you were going to be late, then it would have been nice if you could have let me know.
No, it's not that. Not today.
I wish you were coming home. You know how much Choco misses you. I told you about this a couple of days ago. You should really have found the time to come here.
It's a friggin' cat. I don't need to be there, so don't try and make me feel guilty. Is there any need for you to cause so much trouble over something so minor? There's been nothing but trouble recently. I never get any time to myself. I just feel like you don't even care about me at all. Everything revolves around Choco and never me.
You don't need to get angry about this. I don't want a big fight right now. I just wanted you to be here. I don't think there's anything wrong in that. I wish you'd be a bit nicer to me and not lose your temper all the time.
I've had enough of this, and I've had enough of you. I want out. It's time to get a divorce.
What? Divorce? Over this? You're just going to leave me like this. Don't you even care about me at all? You can't just walk away and leave me behind. Why won't you pick up the phone?
I don't want to talk to you. If you want to say something, then send me a text message.
What did I do wrong? I don't even know why you're so mad.
I just want to have a normal life and have a normal family with you. But we can't do it that way, and so I don't want to be a part of this anymore. I want to leave and start a new life. I don't want to be held back anymore. I just want you to let me go, and I don't want there to be too much of a drama over this. I hope you don't mind. I think it's going to be for the best.
Why does it have to be so sudden? You didn't even talk to me about any of this. I didn't even know that you weren't happy, and now you're telling me you want a divorce? How can I just accept this?
I'm sorry. There's someone else in my life, and I want to be with them.
What are you telling me? How could this be true? You're just going to send me a text message to tell me that you're moving on and there's someone else in your life? How could you do this? Can't you see how wrong this is?
She's already pregnant with a child. I'm sorry you had to find out like this, but I really didn't know how to tell you. It's going to be a bit hard for you to take, but you'll get over it and then move on with your life. I know you can do that. You're strong. I always wanted a child, and you couldn't give that to me. I couldn't get over it, and I had to find someone new.
We can talk about this. Why don't you come home now and speak to me? We can make this right.
There's really no coming back to you. I'm really sorry about this. I've been with this girl for a while now, and I want to be with her. You're just going to have to accept what's happened to our relationship and move on. There's no chance for us to go back to how things were in the past. I know it's right for me to leave you. I can't be with you anymore. It's just what's meant to happen in my life, and I hope you can see this too. I'm going to have a happy family with her, and you're not going to be part of it.
But what about all the times we had together? Does that mean nothing to you? You're happy to just throw it all away as if it never happened at all. What's going on here? You two are breaking up. Is that really what you want to do? I'm not going to get in your way if it's the right thing for you to do. I can understand. If you're not going to have children, then it's only natural that he goes and looks for someone else. Do you really have to be like this? Can't you see this from my point of view? People don't do it like that these days. This isn't the right way to go about it. I might not have had a child yet, but that doesn't mean he can just leave me for someone else. It came as such a shock to me. I didn't even see this coming at all. Stop making excuses for yourself. If he doesn't want to be with you, then he's free to go and find someone better. I thought he should have done this a long time ago. I've been expecting this for a long time. things might have changed in the future. I don't want to have a child right now because we both have to work. Now really isn't the time. I work too, and that's really normal these days. I don't want to be at home all day doing nothing. He doesn't do anything around the house either. He leaves all that to me. There was so much stress and pressure on me, and you're not really helping out here. If you really cared about him, then you would have left your job a long time ago. You need to think about what your priorities are in life and stick to them. You should think more about your husband and less about yourself. I don't think there's anything to talk about. I think we all know that you're to blame for this mess. I've not been working as much as I could have done. Isn't that enough for you? It's really difficult for me to have a child, and you haven't been making it any easier. If you were nicer to me, then I wouldn't be so stressed and it might be easier for me to get pregnant. I don't want my life to be like this either. It's not a choice, and you really shouldn't be acting like this. You're just going to make the whole situation worse than it already is.
Why are you trying to bring my mom into all this? You need to leave her alone. I don't want you to cause any more problems, and I don't want you to be rude to people.
I'm just being honest. If it was just you working, then would you be able to support me and a child? I don't think you could. There's really no choice but for me to work, and that's not my fault. I'm not going to have a child and live like that. You can't afford to give me the kind of lifestyle that I deserve.
Don't you talk like that! You just want my son for his money and nothing else. You really are a disgrace, and the sooner he's done with you, the better. I don't want to talk to you anymore. I'm out of here.
Are you okay there? I hope you're doing all right.
Who is this and what do you want?
I'm David's girlfriend. I just wanted to talk to you about a few things. I hope you don't mind me contacting you like this. Do you know of me? Do you know who I am?
I've heard about you. I didn't know your name. My family is ruined, and now you're contacting me like that. What do you want to talk to me about? I really don't think there's anything for us to talk about.
Me and him haven't even known each other for that long, and already we're having a baby together. Isn't that a nice thing to happen to me? I'm really pleased about it. I don't know why anyone would want to live their life and not have children. Children are the nicest thing in the world. I'm sure I'm going to be a very happy mother. I know I'm going to have a nice life with David. He's going to be the best father.
It seems like you and him are really going to get on well together. He cheated on me with you, and now you two are going to be together. You ruined our marriage over this, and you don't seem to care about it at all.
It's not my fault. I don't see why I should feel any kind of guilt over it. I'm just happy with what's going on, and I'm hoping for some happy times in the future. I know you'll be able to move on after this. It's not going to be too much for you to do.
You don't feel any shame about this at all? You're not in the slightest bit embarrassed about how you got your man. You're just going to be happy when he's left me and he's moved on to you?
I suppose that's what's going to happen. Why would I be sad about it all? I didn't mean for you to be hurt by all this, but these kinds of things happen and we just have to accept it.
I guess you want to be a piece of trash just like him. You can't be a nice girl if you're happy to go through with all this. Maybe it's a good thing that you've shown me the kind of person he is deep down. I hope you and him go and have a nice life together. I'm just going to be glad to see the back of him.
Please leave us alone and get on with your life. You're old now. You're going to find it hard to find another man, and you probably won't be able to have children anyway. I don't want bad things for you, but I can't control what happens in your life. I wish you all the best.
Have you seen a lawyer yet?
Yeah. I didn't think it was going to be this painful, but it really is. Even if he did some bad things to me and moving on is the best way to go, I still don't want it to be this way. If I could go back and not let this happen, then I would. Sadly, that can't be done.
Try not to let it hurt you too much. It's not your fault, and you really need to focus on that. If you really try, then you'll be able to find a new man in no time. It's good you found out what kind of person he is before you had kids with him, right? You can't let a man ruin your life. He was a piece of trash and you can do better. You know this yourself too. Don't listen to the doubters. He cheated on you and that means you deserve someone better. You really need a man that puts you first.
You might be right about this. I hope you are. I don't want to live a life in pain.
You need to make sure you get some money from him too. You deserve it. It's all his fault that the marriage broke down, so he needs to give you some money.
I think that's going to happen. No need to worry about that.
That's good to hear. You know how important money is in today's world. The more, the better.
I'm trying to get as much as I can from him. There's a part of me that really wants to hurt him over this. I think trying to take as much of his money as I can is a good way to go about that. We were together for a long, long time, and now he just wants to leave me like this. How could he do this to me? I don't know if I'll ever fully recover from this. What will I live for now?
You need to be as positive as you can be. Think positive thoughts about your life and your future. I know you can do it. You're going to meet a nice new guy who's a whole lot better than him. You're going to forget about that cheater as soon as you can and move on with someone new.
I really wish you were right about this, but I'm not so sure myself. I'll try my best to do what I can, but who knows what tomorrow will bring. We need to hope for the best, but prepare for the worst.
I know I'm right, and you need to see it that way too. For the time being, you can spend some more time with me. I don't want you to be lonely or anything like that. I know that in no time at all, you're going to find a new man for yourself. We can go and do some fun things together to help you forget about the situation that you're in.
Sounds like a nice idea. I don't know what I'd do if I didn't have you. I'd have no one at all.
What else are friends for? I'm here to support you when you need someone. I think now is the time. We're going to make sure that you have the best future you can possibly have. I don't want anything to hold you back from getting what you deserve in life.
Thanks so much for this. It really helps me to know that you're here by my side.
How are you? How are things with you? I just wanted to see how you were.
Hello?
It's me, David. I just want to get in touch with you again.
I'm just getting on with my life. I didn't think you were going to contact me out of the blue like this. What is it that you want?
I wanted to meet you, if you don't mind. What do you think?
You want to meet me? What's your girlfriend going to think about that? I don't think she's going to be too happy.
I just want to meet you. You don't need to ask too many questions about it. I can explain it all when we meet.
I don't want to. Why do you want to meet me in the first place? Tell me now. I want to hear from you before we meet. Don't you even remember how you treated me in the past? You think I'm just going to forget about all that and meet you?
I'm sorry. I've done some things wrong in my life. I know that. I made some big mistakes and I'm sorry for it all.
Do you really think I'm just going to accept your apology just like that? I don't know if that's going to be enough. You really hurt me, and it's hard for us to go back to how things were. I don't want to meet you in person. If you want to talk, then we can talk here, but that's all I'm willing to do. I don't want to meet you in person. That's really not going to make me feel good about this whole thing.
I want to get back with you. I've realized that you're the girl I really love and I really want in my life. I want to get back with you, and I'm not going to stop until we are back as one. I hope you can see this how I see it. I want us to live together again. Do you think we can do that? Is there a chance at all?
Did that girl kick you out? Is that why you want to come back to me?
That's not quite what happened. The girl, you know, the one I told you that we were going to have a child together. I didn't have a choice but to be with her. I couldn't just leave her with a child, could I? Anyway, it turns out that the child wasn't mine. I was fooled all along.
Really? It wasn't yours. That's really funny. What a shame for you. You really wanted children.
You were complaining that I hadn't given one to you. You went off with that girl and look what happened to you. It's such a shame. And a bit funny at the same time. Now you want to come back to me? Why should I take you back after what you did to me? She walked out on me. The real dad was a lot better than me, and she didn't want to stay with me. I'm just here on my own now. I've got nothing and no one in my life. I feel so terrible about it all, and I want to get back to how things used to be. I want you back, baby. I want you to get back with me and live the life that we once had. Don't call me that. I'm not going to let you back into my life. You chose your path and you're going to have to stick with it. Do you really think you can play all those games and then just expect me to take you back? Why would I do such a thing? Why would I let someone who hurt me so much come back into my life? I deserve better than you, and that's what I'm going to get. Do you really have no shame about this whole thing? You don't care about me and my feelings? You only seem to care about yourself and what's good for you. Please, I'm begging you. I know I made a mistake, but I've realized I'm wrong. Stop acting as if you're the victim. You're not. I've got nothing in my life right now. You're the only one I think about. I don't want to hear about it anymore. I want you to let this go and get out of here. I don't want you making things any worse than they already are. Please just leave me alone and get on with your life without me. I don't want anything to do with you again. I miss you and I want to be with you again. I miss the times we had together and I want to get back with you. I miss Choco too. I want to be there with you to share happy times together. Don't you think we can make it? Don't you think we can be the couple that we once were? I know that if you just give me a chance, then we can go back and live the happy life we used to have. I believe we can do it, and I want you to believe it too. Are you there? I want to talk to you. What do you want? Did he tell you to get in contact with me? I don't want to talk to either of you right now, so please leave me alone. He's a grown man and he needs to get on with his own life. I don't want him pestering me. Please don't take his side in all this. It's really not the right thing to do. Maybe you could do me a favor and encourage him to leave me alone. Do you really have to be like this? Don't you think you could give him a second chance? He's changed. He's a new man and you should respect him for that. He really wants to get back with you and make things right. I think you need to give him a chance and see what happens. Why should I do that? Why should I let him back into my life? He had his chance and he blew it. I'm not going to waste any more time with him. Can't you forgive him for all that? Can't you start again? You've really got nothing to lose if you get back with him. Your life will be better if you forgive and forget. It's only natural that you go through bad times with the people you love. It's all part of learning and becoming a better person. With time, you'll see this, and then you'll be happy that you didn't hold a grudge. Men and women will argue, and then you'll make up and get on with your life. Life's too short for you to be full of anger and hate. You need to learn to let go of the bad things. I'm too busy with my life to even think about these things. I don't even have time to talk to you. I'm really sorry about that. I've got so much work to do, and then when it's done, I have to go and see my friends. I've really got no time to be thinking about the past, especially when it was a painful experience for me. You don't need to spend all that time with your friend. They'll get married too one day, and then you'll be left with nothing. You really need to think about your life and your future. You need to find a nice man now before it's too late. He really wants to get back with you, and I think you need to take this chance while you have it. I've really got no reason to go and talk to him. I don't think it's the good offer that you're making it out to be. He's a great scar on my life, and I'll never forget that. I can't even imagine getting back with him. It's been hard for me to move on, but now it's happened. I don't want to get back with him at all. I would really be happy if you didn't talk to me too. I don't want to be disturbed by you. I'm not going to get back with someone who threw me out so easily.
If he really liked me, then he would have been nicer to me when we were together. It's too late to go back now. What's done is done. He cheated, and that's that. I'm not going to get back with him. There's no chance of it happening. Can't you see where I'm coming from here? What would you do if it was you?
You really need to forget about it all. Don't think about those things. You need to be more concerned with the future and what might happen from now on. The past is the past and it can't be changed. There's no point getting angry over it. If this happened to me, then I'd be ready to forgive and move on so I could have a better future. I want you to think about it in the same way. You can't let this ruin your life. Please give him another chance. I know he won't let you down this time.
We don't need to meet each other. We don't have any kids together, and that means there's nothing between us. We broke up, and that's the end of it. We went on with our own lives, and there's no turning back. I want this to be the end of it now, too. I don't want to have to talk about this with you anymore. I'd be really happy if you were to let this go so we could move on with our lives.
Are you trying to tell me you don't want to talk to me anymore? I can really see why he went off with that other woman. Your attitude really stinks. You need to be more respectful to other people, otherwise you're going to have a sad and lonely life. You're really going to regret this. There's just no getting through to you, is there? You have your opinion and you don't want to listen to anyone else.
It doesn't matter what you say to me. You're not going to change my mind. I don't care what you think about me. I'm going to live my life for myself and I'm going to make myself happy. You can think whatever you want. I really don't care.
Don't leave me. I've got so much more to say to you.
Sorry. It's already too late for that.
Did you hear the news?
What is it? What happened?
I heard some gossip about David. He was a patient at a local hospital. I was told that he has fertility problems and he can't have children. I don't know if I should be telling you this, but I couldn't keep it a secret. He's your ex, so I think you need to know. Maybe that's the reason why you didn't have any children with him. It turns out it was his fault and not yours.
Really? Are you sure about that? I can't believe it. I never thought that would be the case.
It might be how he realized that child wasn't his. He must have got the shock of his life when he found out.
It's all behind me now, whatever happened. I guess that's just what happens to people. I'm just trying to get on with things as best as I can. Life isn't easy, but what can I do?
You're going to make it. You just need to find someone new and then you'll really be over him.
It's been a while since I was with David. Some days I feel like it's a whole lifetime ago, but I still have days when I remember things that happened with him. I can't say I've completely gotten over it, but I have put it behind me. I guess I'm just happy it's over with. I've blocked him now, so I don't think he's going to be bothering me again. He doesn't know where I live, and he can't call me now, so I'm going to be free. I don't have to worry about him coming back into my life. That's really not what I want, so I'll do anything I can to make sure it doesn't happen. I'm not going to be talking to his mother either. I don't want her trying to change my mind. I've decided what I want to do, and there's really no going back. She might try to insult me again, and that's not going to make anything any better. She's really trying to cause me stress, and I don't want that. If she tries to get in contact with me again, then I'm going to report her for harassment. She can't just contact me whenever she wants to. If I don't want to talk to her, then that's it. She has to go. I've met a new man too, and I don't want them to be getting in the way of that. They might get really angry if they realize that I've moved on completely with my new life. My life is going to get better and better from now on. I really know it's going to happen. I've been through the hard times, and now it's time for the good. I'm going to forget David once and for all and move on with my new life.
Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.